Hello everyone. This is Jen with Jen's Den Art, and I am here today to paint with all of you and discuss a few fun things that are happening. So come on in and say hi. Hello, Michael. Come on in, share the love. Let's get ready to paint today. Of course, I'm going to talk to y'all about a couple of other things as well. Say hi. Let us know where you're coming from or where you're watching from. And we are here today to have a little bit of fun. So I am going to undo my little canvas that we're going to be painting on today. Hello, Miss Jackie. Hi, Pam. Hello, Francisco. Hello. I guess I need to throw these out. Let me get my rag here. Well, let's talk about what's going on. So, on Mondays and Tuesdays, I have a membership, and we go live on every Monday and Tuesday. We go live at night at 6 p.m. Central, and we paint a new tribe painting. And most of the time, when we go live, we take 2 days to paint the painting, 2 nights to paint the painting, just because I don't want to rush it, and because I think it's more fun when we get to chat for 2 nights a week rather than just 1 night a week. Okay, so that's one of the things that we do every week in my tribe. The tribe has not been open for a long time, probably since like January or February or so. So we are just rocking and rolling in there. We're having fun. We're doing a lot of fun things. And right now, something else that I've been doing is I have a mini tribe. And what the mini tribe is the mini tribe allows you to still be a part of the membership, but you are a mini member, basically, okay? You're in my mini den, which is instead of 1 painting per week, you get 1 painting per month. And so the painting that we do in the mini tribe is 1 painting per month, and it is one of the paintings that we do in the tribe for that month. We do 4 paintings in the tribe. We paint 4 paintings in the tribe per month, and we paint 1 painting in the mini tribe per month. So that is the main difference of the 2 tribes, okay? So one of the reasons I'm coming on today is not only because I want to paint with all of you today, we're just going to do something really quick and fun, but I wanted you to know that in the past, my mini tribe has always been open, okay? I've just left it open all of the time, and you can join and you can stay as long as you want, or you can leave and you can come back and you do whatever you want every month, okay? Well, what we're doing now is I'm changing it up, and I am closing it for a while, okay? So the last time that you can get in is going to be tomorrow night at midnight to get into the mini tribe and you can stay as long as you want. And so what I wanted to do is, one thing I wanted to do is show you what we're painting this month in the mini tribe. So let me make my screen a little bit bigger, and I will show you what we are going to be doing, okay? So this is called our seascape, okay? You will notice that it is on a large palette board, all right? I bought this palette board at Hobby Lobby. Is it Hobby Lobby? Yeah, I bought it at Hobby Lobby. I don't get a commission if you buy stuff at Hobby Lobby. If you wanted to buy this piece of board, you could go to Hobby Lobby and you could get this. And I think I only got it for like $10 because it was 40% off. So it was right at like $10. And it's super heavy. It's super durable. And it is it's just the perfect piece to paint a seascape on. So if you notice, there are slats on this, okay? And you can see there's a little space between the slats, which is really pretty cool because it kind of almost looks like there's a horizon on here. And so we are going to start on that painting tonight. I have a blank one. Here we go. I have two of them actually. Let me show them to you. I went to Hobby Lobby just the other day and they had some more of them. As you can see, this is going to be the one that we're going to paint on tonight. And look at the texture that I was able to get on this one. See, like this board is all like kind of used up already. I love that. So we're going to start on this tonight, but I do want to let you know, you do not have to have a board like this to be able to accomplish what we're going to accomplish tonight. You can just use, let me put this to where it's not going to fall and break everything. You can just use a canvas, or you can use any kind of wood that you have, or you can use a canvas. You can paint this in your mixed media pad. You can do whatever you like, and it's still going to be something that you will actually have a step-by-step tutorial for, and you will be able to accomplish and get a very similar look for this painting, regardless of what surface you use to paint it on. Okay, so I just want to make sure that you are aware of that. Hello, everyone. Hello, Elizabeth and Barbara and Denise and Stacy. A lot of y'all, I can't see your name. It just says Facebook user, so that's why I am not saying your name. Hi, Miss Ruby. Hi, Lynn. Hello, Miss Angela. And then painted white. Should I paint over it a tan color? So I will tell you this. I would kind of say yes, because the bottom, I'm going to show it to you again. The bottom here is almost not even painted. It's just the color of the wood. And we just put very little paint down here, and it's just the color of the wood. So we're actually going to start tonight by kind of like staining the wood a dark brown, and then we're going to go from there. So you don't even have to do anything in advance. We're going to do that tonight. So I'm going to be live at 6 p.m. Central in my Mini Tribe private Facebook group and in my Tribe private Facebook group tonight at 6 p.m. We will be live at the same time. I will be streaming to both of those groups at the same time. Michael will be here with me, and we will start on our seascape. Something else that I wanted to bring to your attention is if you become a Mini Triber, you get access to the other tutorials that we've done in the Mini Tribe. We've had the Mini Tribe for 2 years. So that's one painting per month. So that's 24 paintings in the Mini Tribe for the last 2 years. So you get access to that as well, as long as you are a member. The Mini Tribe is $19 a month, and you get that one painting per month. You also get access to the previous 24 Mini Tribe paintings, and you get 50% off of any of my pop-up paint parties that I do, which it's been a while since I've done a pop-up paint party. Are y'all ready for another one? I have a great idea for one, but I haven't put it on a canvas yet. So that's something that we're going to be working on. In the meantime, while we are here live, let's paint something. Okay, let's paint something. I don't know what to paint. I was thinking just like some flowers or something. What do y'all think? Tell me what y'all think. It can't be too difficult because I don't have a reference photo, and y'all know I love to paint from a reference photo. So let's see what y'all want to paint today. Hello, Miss Lisa. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Teresa from Houston. Hey, Sandy. Thank y'all all for coming on. I'm really glad that y'all are here. Hi, Susan. I'm glad it beats working. Good. I'm glad I'm entertaining y'all today. So what we're going to do, I'm going to start putting some paints out. I always use black and white in everything that I paint. So I'm going to start putting some paints out. And let me take my big face off of the screen and give y'all a better view of the actual product that we're going to be working on. So what we're working on today, and let me put this light on too, it might help. What we're working on today is I have a bunch of these little 6x6 canvases that I've been hoarding in my closet for a while. So we're going to use one today and we're going to paint on it. Anybody have any ideas? Hey, Miss Jean. Hey, somebody else said, hey, Jen. Hi. I don't know who you are. It just says Facebook user. Flowers. I was thinking flowers too. Yeah. I like that. I like the idea of Oops, I'm like just squeezing this tube of paint and it's all coming out. All right, so let's have some fun today. I was kind of thinking of something like maybe like a little, maybe something you would want to give to like a little Mother's Day bouquet or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this little 6x6. It's a perfect little, what I call shelf sitter to put up, in somebody's house for spring. If you or someone you know is having a Mother's Day gathering, is anybody having a Mother's Day dinner or anything like that? I'd love to know what you're doing for Mother's Day, which is next Sunday. Don't forget, Mother's Day is next Sunday, y'all. So, let me see. I need to get my palette knives out of here. Anybody doing anything special for Mother's Day? Okay, so I'm going to take some of this out of here. And I'm trying to get some of this burnt umber out, but it seems to be stopped up. So I had to take the top off, y'all. Y'all know I'm just crazy like that. All right. So I've had some burnt umber on my palette, and then I have some black, and then I have some white, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go with, let me see. Oh, let's do this. I have some fluorescence, but I'm not gonna use it as a fluorescent. I bet you it's not even open. Yep, it's not even open. I'm gonna use it as a base, and then I'm gonna work around it, and I'll explain that to you as we go. Okay, so here's a really, really pretty pink for fluorescent. I've never actually used fluorescents. I bought them, but I don't use them very often. And I have some fluorescent orange. Oh, this is going to be too much fun. I'm already very excited. Let's see what else I have. Oh, I have a fluorescent red. Let's see what that looks like. What do y'all think? Oh, those are pretty. I have all the colors. So let's put them all out right here. This one doesn't look fluorescent, but it says it's fluorescent blue. So we shall see if it is or not. So I'm just going to use this as a base. Okay. I'm going to mix a little bit of white in it to tune it, to kind of calm it down, because I'm not a fluorescent person. But if you use these colors, in your painting, but you just kind of mute them down some, they're really going to make a beautiful piece. So let's try this. I am going to use, excuse me, I just had a little snack and I need some water. So I am going to use just like a flat brush. It's actually called a bright brush because the bristles are a little shorter. So I'm actually going to start with this beautiful pink and some white. And I need a lot more paint than that. So I'm going to dig deep in there. And I'm just going to put this down to start me off. I think this pink will be really pretty for a pretty Mother's Day painting. Let's see if I can find y'all comments. What are y'all doing for Mother's Day? cleaned your paint closet yesterday, and I have canvas board. I have so much stuff that I'm just like, okay, I need to start using some of this stuff instead of saying, oh, I need to go shopping again because I need something. I really don't need anything. I just need to start using what I have. You know, do y'all ever feel like that? You know how you go on Pinterest? I don't know if y'all still use Pinterest, but I use Pinterest a lot. And you just go on Pinterest and you pin and you pin and you pin and you pin. And then you go back on Pinterest and you pin and you pin and you pin. Do you ever go back and look at your pins? Or am I the only one that never goes back and looks at their pins? Don't you find that's kind of odd? Going to a Mother's Day breakfast at church? Yay. Meeting both of my children at a nice cottage. Oh, Miss Margaret, that's so sweet. So can anybody relate? Oh, Renee says she actually looks at hers. Okay. It might be my ADD or something. Not that I don't really know if I have ADD, but I think I do. Because I just never go back and look at my pins that I pinned. Is that not crazy? Well, let me get my white real quick. I need my white. All right. Do y'all do that? Oh, y'all look at yours? Okay. All right. I must be the oddball in the group. I just never go back and look at my pins. I just go find more pins to pin. All right, so I'm going to go on the sides. And you see how, like, if you mix the white in it, it makes it just not so vibrant. And so it's much calmer. But it's a beautiful, beautiful pink color. And so we're going to start with that. And I'm just going to fill all of the sides up with this. Yeah, I guess, Lisa, I should start looking at mine because there probably are some great recipes that I pin. I just normally don't pin recipes, but I pin inspirational photos. You'd think I would go back and look at them. All right, so I'm getting a little bit of my black on my paintbrush. So I'm going to wipe some of that in here. Just a little. All right. Good. I'm not alone. Somebody else said that they don't look at theirs either. That makes me feel a little better. All right. So I'm going to clean my paintbrush off. And then I'm going to, since I went with a pink background, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a blue, kind of like almost like a Payne's gray blue. So I'm going to grab this blue with a little bit of black. And I'm going to make like a little vase right here. All right, so I have no reference or anything. I'm just kind of going with it. And it's making a little bit of a mess because my pink is not dry, but that's okay. We're going to make this work. And I'm going to take a little bit of white and a little bit of this brown. And I want to add some rustic appeal to this. So I'm going to come in here with a little. Let me just go over this. I'm going to come in here. And my idea is I've decided to make like a tabletop. All right. So like a wooden tabletop is where I'm going with this now. So I want you to pay attention to what I just did. And I want you to notice what I did to my vase. Okay. I kind of hid it back there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it dry. And then I'm going to bring my vase back over on the top. All right. And you can hardly see it right now because the paint's so wet. So let me just give it a quick dry. It's not going to be completely dry, but at least it's going to make it a little easier for me to work with. And I'm going to take a little bit more of this brown. And I'm just going to pass it really, really loose over the top. All right. And then I'm going to let it dry a little bit more before I actually start on my vase again. I want it to be a little more dry. So I'm going to take my paintbrush. I'm not switching paintbrushes. I'm just using the same paintbrush. I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm going to go into the green. And I'm going to dip into this white/brown over here. And I'm just going to make that green a little more subtle by adding that white. And I'm just going to start making some leaves. Nothing special, just some leaves over here. Get a lot of paint on your brush. The more paint you have, the better it's going to look. So don't be afraid to put a lot of paint on your brush. And there's no perfect way to do this. Just because when I make a stroke, it looks like there's more paint at the top and less paint at the bottom, it does not have to be exactly like mine. Everybody's paint stroke, let me take my face out of the camera so y'all can see better. Everybody's paint stroke is going to be a little bit different. And when your paint strokes happen, they're just going to happen. And when they happen, you have to embrace them as they are. Don't try to say, oh, they don't look like Jen's. Oh, they don't look right. That's not what I was trying to do. So I want to make sure that you understand when I paint with you, I'm not trying to make you create the exact piece that is in front of me. Okay, I'm just trying to help you learn how to trust the process and how to actually get away from that fear or that doubt of, can I really do this? Okay, I get a lot of comments from my paintings that I post that these look too difficult. I don't think I can do this. Well, my question to you is, have you ever tried? Because that's the biggest issue, is you don't know if you can do it unless you try. After you tried, then you can tell me whether it was too difficult for you or not. And 99% of the time, once my tribe members try and do it, they are completely blown away by the fact that they were able to do it. Okay, so I do not agree with the fact that a lot of you look at my paintings and say, oh, this looks too hard. Nope, absolutely not. It is not too hard, and it can be done by anyone, even if you've never picked up a paintbrush before. Okay, so I want to encourage you to not feel like, and that's fear. That's fear, and that's lack of confidence in yourself. So I want to encourage you not to feel that way. I want to encourage you to actually take the challenge and try it. And I love to teach people who have never put a paintbrush in their hand come across my paintings and say, oh, I don't think I can do that. And then I show them that they really can do it. And it's just the most wonderful feeling in the world to see someone who did not think they could do it actually accomplish what it was they thought they couldn't do. I don't want to be one of those art instructors that teach you something that you feel like you already know how to do. Okay? I want to be one of those people that challenges you to go a little deeper than where you thought you could go. And so I was a high school math teacher for 25 years. And my students told me all the time, you are challenging. And I said, that's my job. My job is to take you to the level that you thought you could not go. Okay? So I just want to encourage you. Don't feel like it's too hard, because it really, really isn't. All right, so aren't these colors gorgeous? I love them. I feel like I'm preaching to y'all right now. So I'm going to slow down on that preaching, and I'm going to go back to just enjoying the painting. All right. So I'm mixing up my blues and my blacks again. And I'm going to come back down here, and I'm going to make my vase actually sit on the tabletop now. Now, look at that. I have blue and black on my paintbrush. Yeah, don't try to be like me. That is not the goal. The goal is to just take the guide that I give you and go with it and see where your paintbrush leads you. Ooh, I like that blue color. Let's go with a little bit of white in here. I will tell you this, working with fluorescence is not my favorite thing to do. I don't like the way the paint moves. It does definitely move in a different way. It's almost like a very translucent paint. It's I don't know, it moves different. It's got a different texture. Have y'all ever used fluorescents before? I've never used them before, so it's very interesting. I might have to come on in here and add some regular acrylics to this. All right, so let's see. What colors do we want? What color flowers do you think we want with that beautiful pink background? What do you think is going to be a good color for flowers? It does get hot. Might be in the scrapbooking section. Oh, this? Yeah, this is a heat gun. It's a hot air gun. I got it off of Amazon. I don't put it really close because I really don't want it to get hot. I just use it to dry. Yeah, Stacy, you're exactly right. They are more slippery, and it's not my cup of tea, actually. But I will try them and see what happens. I'm going to mix them with white because I feel like it's going to move better if I do. I'm using some of this yellow in here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Do definitely like the white. Just making like a little yellow daisy with my paintbrush. I'm going to do that again with another one. Let's do one down here. Now, I cannot stroke my paintbrush back and forth. I just have to basically lay the paint down and then get up because my paints are wet. And if I stroke my paintbrush back and forth, it's going to pick up that green and it's going to pick up that blue and it's going to start mixing it on the canvas with the yellow. And then the next thing you know, I'm going to have a poo-poo brown or something. So here's something that I think will work better for us. Let's try the palette knife. I like the yellow. I like the way the color pops. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to make it even thicker with a palette knife here. And this is going to be super cute. So I want to remind you, our seascape starts tonight, and it is going to be a beautiful painting. I have giveaways for all of y'all who are going to be there. We are going to give away a few sets of acrylic paints that I have. And we have some other fun prizes that we're going to give away tonight. And so I'm so super excited. Oh, I like that. I like the way it's being raised on top of the canvas instead of being dug into. The paint's not being dug into it. It's actually being raised on top of the canvas. So you don't have to worry about that transparency as much. You know what? I'm going to go back over the green as well. It's almost got like a plasticky vibe to it. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely different than regular acrylic paints. So, I don't know. I might have to give away some of this paint because I know I don't like it. Anybody want these fluorescents? I don't know if I'll be using them that much. Put a little bit of that down there. It's okay that I have some blue in my green. I actually pulled the blue into the green on purpose. And I'm going to pull this yellow and I'm going to make a green as well. And this is going to be super vibrant, but it's coming out really good. Okay, so much fun. All right, so I'm going to clean this off. And I'm leaning towards some orange here right in the center. A little bit more orange. All right, much better. I'm getting used to the fluorescent paint now, y'all. All right, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I need to keep on going with this fluorescent because it's really starting to pop and I'm really liking it. All right, I'm going to try this pink with this orange and I'm going to mix them together just a little bit. Woo, it almost hurts my eyes. Can y'all see how bright that is? It's really pretty. And I'm going to grab just a little bit of that white over there. That white's going to calm it down just a little bit. Let me get a little bit more white. It's fun to play with new materials. And, you know, just because maybe it's not my favorite item, I like to kind of show y'all different options here. So it's not all that bad. Where's my yellow? I need some more yellow. These are Liquitex fluorescents. I bought the pack, like it came in a little box and it had all of the, oops, sorry. Spam has just contacted me. Coming back on. All right, so this is a really pretty color. Let's go with a little bit more of that yellow in there. Pretty coral. All right, so let's make, what kind of flowers are we going to make this time? Let's see. Well, I guess I can just make some more of the same, but instead of making them like face the front, I can make them like go in different directions. Okay, so I'm going to start with, let's go a little bit darker. I'm going to start with like a darker red on the like the bottom part. One more little petal right here. Now, don't work it, just leave it, because if you try to work it, it's going to make mud. So just put a little bit of paint and then just leave it. All right, then I'm going to come back right kind of in the front of it with a little bit of a lighter coral. And I'm going to actually make this one look a little different. I'm going to show you that I'm going to make it look like it's pointing up. Okay, so the center of the flower is going to be a yellow. And I'm just going to lay the center of the flower kind of flat. I don't want it to be completely round. So that's the difference between trying to make a flower look like it's facing you in the front, or if it's like curled up or curled down. Okay, you have to make sure that you make those petals have a little bit of a different view, visual view from the front. So I'm going to make this one right here. I'm going to make this one face down. And in order to make it face down, and basically, let's go with these lighter, I'm going to put some petals in here. Okay, so this is supposed to basically have a little in the center right there. We're going to go with some yellow. That's probably a little bit too much. Let me go back over that. We're going to fix this. Need a little bit more paint. I'm actually going to pick that up because I don't like it. And we're going to come back with the red. There we go. So it's basically looking like it's going down there. I love painting flowers, and I don't even know like how they're going to come out, but you just got to kind of start working with them, and then they just kind of form they just start forming themselves as you go. Let's put a little bit of green around some of these just to make them pop a little bit more. And let's get us a big flower up here because I don't like what happened right here. So we're going to go with this pink and this red. We're going to make a pretty pink color. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm going to go a little bit more pink. because I want to blend in that that background a little bit with what I'm trying to do. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to split this up into two different colors. So I'm going to take half of that color over here and half of this color over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one right here and I'm going to mix just a teeny bit of white with it to make it a little bit lighter. Okay, so I have this basically just kind of pink again. Let's add a little bit more of that orange in it. Okay, I'm going to start with this, and I'm actually just going to make a really large flower up here. I'm cleaning my palette knife off because I don't want that green to come through. And now I'm going to go into the darker pinks. I like that. It is this soft body pink. Let's put a teeny bit of that. Here's my red. Fluorescent red. Let's get a little bit more of that in there too. All right. Clean that off. We're not done. We're going to come back with some yellow. And we're going to start kind of filling in some little spots that we see need color. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bud over here. Need a little color right here. Okay, I have too much yellow on the left and not enough on the right. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just kind of filling in some spots. Too much pink up here and not enough anywhere else. So we're going to go back to the pink. And I'm going to start filling in a little bit of pinks. Trying to just use up the colors I have on my palette here. Teeny bit white in there. Okay, let's see where else we can go. I feel like I need some blue. What do y'all think? But I'm going to mix the blue. Oh, this is a great idea. I'm going to mix the blue and the red together. Now, this is not the color I want because I got yellow and all kind of other stuff mixed in there. So I'm going to take the fluorescent red and I'm going to take the fluorescent blue and I'm going to make a purple with these two. Let's see what kind of purple it makes. Oh, not a pretty purple at all, right? It's almost like a brown. And even if I put some white in there, it's not gonna make a pretty purple, because that blue is just not the blue that we need. See what color it made? It's definitely not a color that's gonna go with this. See that? So we want to scratch that. We do not want to do that. So we're gonna pick up all of that mess right there and move it over here. We don't want that. That's a no-no. Can't take blue and red fluorescent and try to make purple. That's not gonna happen. All right, so I'm gonna go back to, I really like the pink. Where is it? Or it's not pink, it's red. So it's called, what is it called? Fluorescent pink is basically what it's called. So I'm gonna take the fluorescent pink and a little bit of yellow. And I know I have a fluorescent orange, but it's just a different tone than what you get when you mix this together. See how pretty that is? And then a little bit of white. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna come in. Tap, tap, tap. Just kind of filling in some areas. Clean that off. Let's get some of that green in there. Just kind of filling things in. Don't be afraid. Some of you might prefer to allow drying time. And this kind of paint, this kind of thickness that we have, you would have to allow like overnight drying time if you wanted to. If you wanted to stop and then add more layers. But isn't this so pretty? Let's go over here. The palette knife has a little bit of red on it. I'm not sure I'm liking that at the moment. I'm gonna make like a kind of like an aqua. I need to come over here. Let's do like a blue. We're gonna do some blue and some green. And we're gonna make, these are supposed to be fluorescent blue and fluorescent green. So let's see what this makes if we mix those two together. Okay, so it's way too green for what I want. So I'm gonna add a little bit of blue in it. So I'm putting more blue than green. Still not beautiful, but I like it. I'm gonna put some white and a little bit more blue. The blue is very difficult to work with. Does not have a lot of pigment in it, I find. Okay, that's better. Yeah, the blue has very little pigment in it. It does not have a lot of vibrancy at all. And then once this dries, I'm going to take my palette knife and I'm going to pass the black over it. And right now I'm going to change this to be a lot darker. I need some pop down here. So I'm going to grab my black. Black and fluorescents always work well together. So I'm going to grab my black and I'm going to come down here. I just have to change some of this up. And then all around here, we're going to add some black. And then once it dries, I'm going to add some black on the whole thing. Well, it's not the prettiest thing I've ever made in my life before, but you know, sometimes you just have to play to figure it out. And once I put the black over it, I think it'll look better. But another thing you can do is I'm going to let this dry and I'm probably going to go back over this because I don't like the black and the blue. So once it dries, I'm going to back up and I'm going to go back to the pink that I had. And I wish I had it dry now so y'all can see how easy that is to fix. But it's going to take too long to dry. But what I'm going to do, and I'll show y'all the final product. So this is a perfect example of I don't like where it's going. And so I'm going to stop. I'm not going to throw it out and I'm not going to give up on it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to let it dry and then I'm going to rework it. And I'm going to rework all of this. I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to come back with the pink on all of that and go back to those vibrant colors and get rid of the black because I don't like the black. I thought maybe the black would work, but it's not working for me. What do y'all think? I think it looked better without the black. So I'm going to work it that way. I just have to let it dry first, right? Yeah. Dawn, it's because you are already a member. Dawn is asking, why did you get removed from Gems in Art 4? Because you were already a member of another one of my groups. And you were getting the text messages twice. So I took you out of one to allow another person to come in because the more people we have in, the more money it costs. And so if you're only subscribed to one text message, then it's cheaper for me than being subscribed to more than one. So yeah, that's why I did that. If you saw that message, if you got that message, that's why. I'm just cleaning out my text messages. So it costs me less to send text messages. Hello, Miss Linda. Michael is working. Yes, Michael is working. Oh, video is frozen. Is it still frozen? Oh, my demo was frozen. Oh, okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to rework this because I messed it up. I don't like the way it ended up coming out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this black off of it, but I cannot take the black off of it until I let it dry completely, which is probably going to be a whole day. But I'm not going to throw it away. I love the flowers. I love the way the flowers came out in the middle. But what I did was I messed up the whole outside of it. Y'all see that? Yeah, I don't like it anymore. So I have to fix it. So this is going to be one of those projects that we just like put to the side and then we come back later and we fix it. Okay, because it's going to need some fixing. So Lisa says she likes the black. Well, good. I'm just a little hesitant about it. I don't know. It's a work in progress. Let me just put it that way. It's definitely a work in progress. Final picture. You like the brown I had before? I do too. I like the brown that I had before as well. So I'm definitely going to rework it, but I have to let it dry. And I'm going to show you how it's okay. This is one of those examples where it's okay to not, to mess up and learn from your mistakes. And then we'll just redo it. That's all it takes is a redo. So yeah, this is going to take us a while to get right, but I'm going to put it aside and we're going to get it right. All right. All right. So remember, we have this painting. I don't want to touch it too much because my hands are full of other black and neon paint. We have this painting we're starting tonight. We have this painting we're starting tonight. So I'm so excited to paint with all of you. We're starting at 6 o'clock and we have prizes tonight for the tribe and the mini tribe, and Michael will be here later on. We cannot wait to see you. And yeah, thanks so much for joining us. And we're gonna fix this. I'm gonna video it so I can show y'all how I'm gonna fix this, but I just have to let it dry first before I can do anything to it. So we're gonna put it on a shelf for a couple of days and then we'll come back and we will revive it into a beautiful piece of art. All right, guys, thanks so much for being here and we will see you next time. Bye.